Leo, welcome to Aether Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning. And if you're new here, we are doing a general collective reading today. So just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Flip and switch the roles if you need to. Just don't try and make anything fit if it's not your story. Just let it go. So, first card out, we've got someone will gossip about all your secrets with the parrot. I really can't stand this one because this is somebody who, you trusted with your information. That's, I always think too, like, this parrot, it's like they're projecting, like the parrot, it's like mirroring, I don't know, like somebody copying what you say and you're just saying it straight back. So it's somebody who's like really spiteful and vindictive. Obviously they're trying to defame you, create a, like a narrative to other people. That's, this person could just have like a really loose mouth too. Like they're not trying to, do something negative, but they just can't help themselves. And so it's going to have that impact anyway. So, but then we've got, you should accept valid criticism. And I'm kind of feeling like this may be a little bit where somebody's gone, well, you told somebody that you knew was loose-lipped and couldn't be trusted anyway. So, like, what are you doing telling them these things or sharing what, something private with them? It could be a little bit like that, sort of like over a drink with somebody who cares about you, kind of going, look, maybe that wasn't the smartest move anyway. Just kind of like food for thought. How to kind of, some outside advice, and I feel like it's warranted. So then we've got the tiger doing something risky, taking a chance. Now this may be risky when it's like in perspective for like, everybody would consider it risky, or this could just be something that's risky for you with your, like who you are. So, for example, I don't know, like putting some money together and, trying a new type of investment, or traveling to a country where you want to kind of get work once you get there, but you didn't line anything up beforehand. You just plan on showing up and knocking on some doors and seeing if something's available. And that may be risky for you, but not so risky for somebody else, or flip and reverse it. But you're going to take a chance on something, and I feel like you're taking a chance on yourself with that. So, yeah, it's like a leap of faith. I don't feel like it's completely unplanned or unstrategic, like without some research and strategy, but you don't know how it's going to turn out when you go into something, when you try something. So, I feel like you're giving something a go, like Eye of the Tiger, really like, let's do this one. And I feel like there's a bit of it, like it's adrenalizing too. So you could be going to a new place or doing something in a new way. Kind of feeling like there's maybe some trouble involved, or, you're just going maybe to an area that you don't really know how it works there, but you're just going to, make it up as you go. Or, like you may have some experience with what you do and, or with traveling, but you haven't been to a certain place before. But yeah, I feel like you're taking a punt on yourself. So, we got the flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So it's like, don't accept something you're better than. Or, don't lower your standards and just accept something that you're like, I've been there, done that. I know how this one goes. I'm not, like, I've already learnt this lesson. You don't need to backtrack and go through your lessons again, like move forward. If it's not for you, it's not for you. This is kind of like, you know, what is it? Every time we sort of wake up with that hangover, we're like, oh, I'm never doing that again. You know when to pull back. So, it's just, yeah, it's like something that you've already learned from, something from the past is going to show up, and, you know, it could be tempting because, you know, it's fun or something, or you're kind of like getting like a real low ball offer. You're tempted to take it because maybe you don't have something better at the time, at the moment, but it's like, it's kind of saying hold your ground. And if you do, that'll pull through. And then we've got victory and some endeavor. So this is in the future position. Just not be tempted to lower your standards, and then victory and some endeavor. So I feel like those two go hand in hand, really. Like, you take your chance in something, you don't take your first offer. And you hold your ground, and you know your value, and you know your worth, and then you have this good breakthrough. And then we've got at the bottom of the deck, we've got the pin, new job / career. So yeah, I was kind of feeling that. There. All right. I feel like this person that's gossiping about your secrets is like putting their spin on it too. Like something that happened, and they're making it sound so much worse than it was, or they're adding in some sort of like exaggeration to the point of a lie. Like they're really distorting something that happened and in the past, and it's, you know, I feel like it's still sitting with you, like it's in a bit of a, you know, it's something nasty. What's the parrot? What's this card? Hierophant in reverse. So you could have just like sort of not gone with the flow. You could be a little left wing with, you know, like you're not the same as everybody else. You weren't just going to go along to get along. And so maybe you stuck your neck out a little bit in the past, or somebody just, you know, like, this is like somebody else that, you know, just thinks that how you do things is just not, you know, not cool, because it's not how everybody else does it. And so they, you know, want to, you know, condemn you and demonize you for the fact that you've got this different flair about how you see life and how you operate. Queen of Wands. I'm kind of getting like, this could be your energy, but this Queen of Wands is like, she's passionate about life and about the things she does and what she wants to do. And you could have that, like, where you really stand out in what you do. And yeah, Five of Cups in the reverse. This is good. This is one of the cards you want in the reverse. Like, you not, okay, so whatever happened, you're just like, well, be done with you. You're not going to let it hold you back, whatever has been said. You're just going to be like, well, whoever wants to believe that can believe that, and whoever's spreading those lies and that gossip, they can go jump off a cliff, because they're not going to let you, like, you're not going to let it get you down, get you depressed, or hold you back. You're still going to stay, you know, with your goals, with your plans, and you're not going to let it kill your passion for life. Yeah, I feel like what was said was really one-sided. Like, it wasn't both sides of the story. It was, you know, something happened, and it could have been like between, you know, two people, like a falling out, an argument, a fight, something like that. And it was literally one side of the story got spread. And, you know, not just one side of the story, but like, it wasn't even half the story. And it was, you know, the other person who's jilted or whatever. It's like somebody let something just, yeah, it was super unfair. But you're not letting it get you down. Knight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like, obviously this Knight of Wands in reverse, like he did something wrong. So Knight of Wands to Queen of Wands. This is between a guy and a girl. And put yourself where you belong. You could be this Knight of Wands, you could be this Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands is, you know, she's upright. She's, well, you know, I'm not going to take sides here, because this Queen of Wands could have just told her side of the story, which makes this guy look like an absolute douche. But it may not have actually gone down that way. Or it could be flip and reverse it. It could have been that this Knight of Wands was like a super, you know, player, and, you know, treated this Queen of Wands like an option. And, you know, he went around trying to, like, tell just his side of the story, make her look like she's a so-and-so. So, whatever happened here, it was very one-sided, but it's made this Knight of Wands super immature. Very immature, hasn't mastered something about himself, or, you know, it's or whatever's gone down, it's made him look like, you know, a real player, emotionally immature. And well, that's how it all sort of transpired. Very one-sided. Also just very one-sided love, like the emotional, it was like somebody just took what they wanted and discarded a person. But so I don't know, like maybe this Knight of Wands wasn't intending to be harsh or anything. It was like all communicated from the outset that, you know, this wasn't some sort of relationship thing, but this Queen of Wands didn't like it anyway. You know, and so anyway, like maybe this Knight of Wands just literally came in, took what he wanted and left. And yeah, and somebody got a bit jilted about that. Yeah. So what's this? You should accept valid criticism. Nine of Cups. I'm kind of getting like, you know, from both sides. This Queen of Wands, it's like, well, if that was my friend, I'd be saying, well, you know, you slept with a player. What do you expect? You know, what are you expecting them to come the next day with, you know, a white horse and roses and flowers and commit, and, you know, like, obviously you're going to go out there and just sleep around with this Knight of Wands. Yeah, I mean, that's, you knew who they were to begin with, or what kind of person you were getting involved with, and vice versa. This Knight of Wands could be like, if I was this friend with this Knight of Wands, I'd be like, what do you expect? You went and slept with the Queen of Wands and discarded her the next day, and of course she's going to be upset. Like, you know what goes on. Like, you've been around the block a few times. You just want to go in there and take and think there are no consequences to these actions. You know, come on, man. Like, of course there's going to be this gossip go around. Of course what you did's going to backfire. Like, what do you expect? No judgment. So, yeah, or somebody could have, like, taken for themselves. And then they're upset with, like, the consequences. It's like, you knew the consequences when you got into this thing. So, I actually feel like somebody's talking some good sense. And, you know, you're actually kind of happy to, like, have something rounded out. Or I feel like somebody could be also saying, you know, do you know what happened after you left? Or, you know, filling in a few blanks here, and you're like, okay, that makes me feel better. You know, that gossip is old news now. Look at the new news. Look what somebody else has done. You know, you just were accused of, I don't know, like sleeping with that person and what a tramp, or you know, or flip and reverse it, you were just accused of being a I don't know, predator or something. But since you've left, it's like, did you know that this other person was like not just accused, but like literally, you know, hit their girlfriend and had to leave work, and you know, like there was blood. And I mean, you know what people were saying about you is so freaking old. The new drama has well and truly taken over. Everything's forgotten about what happened when you were here. Like somebody did 100 times worse since then, and you're like, oh, well, that makes me feel better. So like, that makes me look like an angel. So whatever this is, yeah, I feel like maybe even the particular person that you feel criticized you or spread this gossip went and got themselves into a world of shit, and you're like, oh, wow, now everything they say or have said about me / everybody, because one person that gossips usually is like a serial gossiper, so you know, they get known to be, you know, a certain reputation, and I feel like whoever this was is so discredited now anyway, that it's like, you know, you're feeling a bit satisfied about like, okay, it's not as bad as it originally felt. So I feel like you're happy to kind of get a bit of a slap around the chops about it, and to find out some information about it, and to actually I feel like you're happy you left something in the past. You're like, I can't believe I dealt with that. I'm really glad I'm out of there. So good. What's this 9 of Cups? Ooh, yeah. 9 of Pentacles, 9-9. You're pretty bloody cushy and comfortable and happy here. Like, something is really working out for you now. Like, good lifestyle. You're living a happy lifestyle. You're satisfied. You've got like this financial stability here. You're coming out of financial hardship or something that you experienced before. Maybe you left and went back to a place, or you're in a new place now. Yeah, you're working through what you were dealing with finances in the past. So I feel like this is, yeah, it's like you went back to a place where you returned to doing something, or you returned to a place. Judgment here, and you're getting like good karma now since you left a situation. Yeah, you've got new love in your life, or you just are in love with your life. Ace of Cups, the Hangman. It's like you've got this new perspective since you got out of a place, maybe returned to something you were doing before. Yeah, and this karma's coming in. I feel like everything you did well, like everything you're getting back. You're reaping the rewards of your hard work and your effort. So, you know, yeah, I feel like you've returned to doing something. You've either returned to a new place, or to doing a particular job or something that you used to do, and you're really happy where you're at right now, and you're working on your finances, or you've finally come out of some financial hardship that you were in before. So yeah, something though could be, you could be procrastinating or feeling a little bit stuck at the same time. Or, you know, there could be some circumstances which you feel like you could be keeping yourself a bit stuck. But your heart is open. So, like, this is, like, I'm feeling like you're in a really healthy place. So, alright, what's doing something risky, taking a chance? Ooh. You could be flying somewhere. You could be doing something quite quickly. Maybe We've got the Death card in reverse and the Fool in reverse at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Six of Wands in reverse. So as far as advising you of something about this risk, this chance that you're taking, it's like, I feel like you make a hasty decision here to do, you do something that's not quite planned and you haven't fully made a transition. There's something you're resisting. It's like this is like an emotional decision you're making and with haste, and there's, you don't have a lot of support here, and it's like you're not trusting yourself fully in this new, I don't know if this is going to be successful, this risk you're taking, because maybe you're not coming from a firm foundation, because like you haven't fully transitioned out of the old, you haven't fully like let go of something to make this change. Yeah. Let me leave these out here. So so this could be taking some warnings here now. Take some warnings about something you're thinking about doing, or something that just pops into your mind. You're like, yep, I'm going to do that. I don't know if it's going to be successful, or not as successful in the way that you're, you know, with your expectations and your lack of preparedness for this new thing. It could be quite a shock too, like the transition. You may need to really change something major about how you've done something before to be able to take on this new thing that you're going off to do. And if you compare something new to something you did in the past, and then it doesn't work out to be like something similar to how you know it to be or experience it to be, it's like, well, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure in that way. You've got Page of Swords, so you could be sending somebody a message or having a conversation here that's like just sort of like you think of something, you say something out of the blue. I mean, you could be sending a message, an email, you could be sending your resume out, you could be applying for work, you just, you know, just decided to hit it, taking a chance. You just decided to, you know, phone a place up and go, hey, you know, introduce yourself, or walk in somewhere and, you know, introduce yourself. Like I was saying, like you could just go traveling and just walk into some place and go, I'm here, this is what I do, and I'm looking for work or something like that. I don't know. What's the Page of Swords to the Eight of Wands? Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you're still healing from heartbreak. You're still healing and this is why I feel like something here is hasty, because maybe you haven't fully repaired yourself. Maybe you need to take a bit more time before you make this move, whatever this move is. It could be like over the top of some unhealed baggage, or just could also be a little bit of retaliation, or just, I don't know, speaking out of bounds, or declaring you're gonna, I don't know. This could be like something a bit reboundy that's happening here. You could be rebounding. It could be retaliation to some sort of fight from the past. This could be some passive aggressive behavior. You know, we got a King of Cups in reverse, a Five of Swords, Page of Cups in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, and the Devil. So you and a friend or something could be, I don't know, like there's two masculines here and a Page of Cups. So There's some real emotional immaturity in this, whatever this is. Very immature and quite passive aggressive. The devil card too, like there's something really toxic. Whatever this risk is, it's not a good idea. It's coming from an unhealed place, and it feels like it's an emotional decision, and it's not, you're not giving it much thought. This could be somebody you're dealing with, and you could be taking a risk in them, and they're coming from an unhealed place. They're got the capacity of a child, like emotionally. Could be something involving children too. Clarify this Page of Swords to the Three of Swords in reverse. The Sun. It's like Two of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It feels like a retaliation to, you know, a past hurt, a past wound. Maybe somebody you're still kind of like, you're still trying to get over them, but you're not over them yet. And this could be like taking a risk on going back to an ex, or going back to a relationship that was never good to begin with. It ended for a reason. This could be catching up with some past love interest, and you think it's going to make you happy, but there's actually like a toxic devil energy attached to it. See, this is like Knight of Swords. This is just doing something in haste, doing something really fast. Somebody coming in quickly, you know, being the hero, and, you know, you could just take a chance on them again, but you're really, you know, this isn't going to end well. Yeah. It's going to leave you feeling kind of knocked back and stressed out. Yeah. So don't be tempted to lower your standards. I mean, this could be somebody else coming in really fast. Like, they're coming in, like, trying to not let you go because they're unhealed. And, yeah, telling you all the things you want to hear, all the things that you felt you needed to get closure, that sort of thing. Or this could be like quite like a big, you know, a rebound type of situation. It's not a good idea. So don't be tempted to lower your standards. What's this? Yeah, you need to quit on this person or this situation. So an 8 to the 9 in reverse, this is like, you know, you're lowering your defenses. So you're not feeling defensive anymore, but you're actually like, you're giving up on something here. But you're tempted to give up on something here. Maybe this is the message: don't give up. Just because something hasn't worked before, this doesn't mean, this could be like feeling like giving up on love because you took a risk on the wrong person here, and you're just like, I'm done with it. You know, it always turns bad for me or whatever. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's the way things are going, you know, you're going about something. It's not, you know, and it's the people you're choosing, these Knight of Wands in reverse type people you're choosing. You know, it's like you're not getting to know somebody for long enough before sleeping with them. And then things don't work out, and it's like, well, you know, fast come, fast go. Like, so yeah, you're feeling like quitting on something, quitting on your dream, quitting on love, quitting on a goal here. Don't be tempted to. So you could just be hitting a low point, a rough point, but it was because you took a chance in the wrong person. So clarify this 9 of Wands in reverse. A High Priestess. Yeah, listen to your intuition. Tap into your inner knowing. Get into that higher mindset. Do some prayer. Some spiritual work, because you need to balance this out. Like, something is really imbalanced about how you're going about things, how you're going about your dream, because you've got this lack of stability here, and this is burdening you. It's like, I feel like somebody is feeling like they feel, when they're on their own, they feel really lonely. It's like somebody here always has to have a person. So then if they're not in like a long-term relationship, they're just jumping from person to person because they don't like being alone, because they haven't like fully come into themselves, into like, you need to get into this higher spiritual place within yourself, this wholeness and completeness. It's like you're trying, you know, something here is guiding you. You need to let yourself be guided, and don't quit on yourself. There's something that needs to balance out about this dream. I've got Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, but yeah, there's a real burden in the lack of stability, and like something is making you feel isolated. Maybe, you know, you're not going to feel alone if you're tapped into your, you know, your spirit guides, and you're tapped into your higher self. You're not going to feel lonely. So if you're feeling lonely, it's like, okay, there's some work to do here. Don't quit on your beliefs either. What's the High Priestess to the Nine of Wands in reverse? Yeah. Four of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you want to quit on, I don't know, maybe you're leaving a relationship. Maybe it's this one. You're like, ugh, it's just not working. I'm just going to get out. You need to get grounded here. What's the High Priestess to the Four of Wands in reverse? Okay, so like Five of Wands in reverse, like this inner conflict that needs to like just dissipate. I feel like saying, you know, like there's a particular book you have that you need to reread. You've read it before and it puts you in a really good state of mind. Something spiritual. Something, you know, maybe a self-development type of thing, or something that helps you with the self-love, something that brings you back to your values. I feel like there's a particular book that you need to reread, that you own, that you've read before. You're being guided to, you know, kind of like, because this stability isn't outside of yourself. This is something you need to find within yourself, the stability. And then that will help manifest it in the 3D. So there's some sort of, there could be like, somebody could be breaking off an engagement, or leaving a marriage, leaving a happy home. Somebody could be feeling homeless here. But you're getting through this feeling of, you know, this inner conflict is going away, or you're removing yourself from conflict. So you could be in an environment right now where you're like, I just can't be here anymore. I need to follow my path and get back on my path. And being here is giving that conflict. So leaving could be what you're doing, leaving a situation where you're not feeling grounded and stable. Could even be like a family home, could even be like, yeah, just somewhere you're not happy at. So we've got victory and some endeavor. What's this victory? Ooh, yeah, moving forwards. So look, you've gone from a Four of Wands in reverse, meaning you haven't like mastered the stability yet within yourself. So it's good to go back to the Three of Wands, because this is something you've already mastered. So then you can like, you get back into that where you feel successful at the 3. and then continue to go to work on the 4 in the upright. And so I feel like you just need to head out, go in this new direction, go after this goal. And while you're doing that, you're working on leveling up to the 4 of Wands. Like, you haven't yet mastered this 4 of Wands. Or the 9. Or the, well, you don't need to master the 5. Well, you do, but you've got it in the reverse. So you kind of are stuck between the 3 and the 5 here. This is where you're feeling stuck. You're stuck with this happy, grounded, stable, you know, feeling. But you've got the spirituality there. So I feel like that's what you fall back on when you're feeling unstable, which is good. I mean, fall back on it at every point in time. What's the 3 of Wands? Okay, so going after some new project, career, job. The Chariot in reverse and the Strength card, Leo energy. So this is like you're going to do whatever it takes here. Like you're going to take, this is where you take a good real risk. Like you have the confidence to go and make something work, and you know, like you're going to win at all costs here. Like you're going to make something work, you're going to go after this dream, and you're going to absolutely like kick the door down to get where you want to be. What's the 3 of Pentacles in reverse? So I feel like this instability, this feeling of instability comes from not having something stable in your career or in your work or your finances. Maybe you don't have like some stable income coming in, or something's not been working for a while, or maybe you have not been working for a while. This is in your future position though, so it's not happening right now. Clarify the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, 3 to the 4. Okay, yeah, progress. You go from the 3 in reverse to the 4. Now, this still isn't a lot of money, but and you could be holding on to what you've got, like really having to hold on, but you have progressed. You've gone from a 3 in reverse to a 4. So you may, you know, get some new work out here. You've gone after a dream, and you may have to start off small, but it's, you know, and it's just enough. It's not giving you any extra. You're having to hold on to what you've got, or hold on to your savings or something like that. But, you know, it's progress. So this is good. All right, let's get you some advice. Good to see progress, especially in the future position. So, and I don't feel like you're lowering your standards and doing anything you don't want to do, even if it's for money. You know, like you're doing something that you are confident in, and that, you know, something that you love and you're passionate about, rather than just, you know, getting a job for the hell of, you know, making some money. This is where you, I feel you're at there. So you're not going to stay anywhere and do anything that you don't want to do here, is what I'm feeling. Or it won't take you long to kind of like leave it if you do. So, Leo. Oh, minimize guilt. Ennoble your soul at the bottom of the deck. Minimize guilt. What are you feeling guilty about? You know, one good thing about guilt, it means you have a conscience. So some people don't. And to have a conscience means you have empathy, means you have a heart, means you care. But obviously it's you know, if you're holding on to something that you feel bad about. Maybe something to do with this past thing. Maybe there's something to clean up. Maybe you feel like you're not, I don't know, enough somehow. Take steps towards noble thoughts, feelings, and actions. While a little bit of guilt can be healthy and letting go, let me start again. While a little bit of guilt can be healthy in letting you know the difference between what is right and wrong, too much guilt can place you in a state of constant self-sabotage, self-harm, sickness, and an egotistic, it's all about me attitude. A guilt can either ask you to look at what you feel you have done wrong and create new possibilities of behaving, or encourage you to continue doing the very thing that you feel guilty about. If left unchecked, guilt and shame can eat away at your body and manifest as heart disease, liver disease, asthma, migraines, weight gain, insomnia, and a host of other issues. This card asks you to evaluate what you feel guilty about and make a decision to change. This may include taking responsibility for your actions and humbly asking someone for forgiveness. Alternatively, you might work on exercising the power of your will and make a decision to stop doing something harmful. You're also encouraged to start taking guiltless time to work on your self-refinement. Take some slow, deep breaths. Become aware of where guilt is stored in your body and imagine your guilt is a simmering soup inside that organ. Ask yourself, what can I do now to improve the situation? Allow yourself to hear the real answer. You may have to ask the question a few times. When you are satisfied with the answer, imagine pouring pale blue light into the part of the body where the guilt resides. Explore if you need to forgive someone. This could include forgiving yourself. So, Leo, there may be some guilt and shame wrapped up somewhere that's, that's holding you back, that's self-sabotaging. So, work through that for sure. Don't want to go through life feeling that way and letting it impact your health as well. So, yeah, this is your reading today. I hope these messages are helpful, and if you like the video, please hit that like button. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes, comments, subscribes, any confirmations that you want to send me. That's all very I'm grateful for all of it, and I'll be back in a few days time. The next reading will drop on the 9th, so keep your notification bell on so you get an update when that comes through, and we'll see you all soon. Take care and bye for now.